God. So, disclaimer, entirely. This will let you know straight up why I usually don't do big roster casts, especially in Disgaea games. Unless I have a very efficient and a very easy grind to do, it will lead into, well, hell itself. Hey everybody, Rebellion here, and welcome back to Disgaea 6, Defiance of Destiny. On Saturdays now, because we're close to finishing, and I needed time. Take a look at that. That is me having grinded. Here's the last stream save, cut short because of a storm, and then I had to take a lot of time to get this set up. Understand, this is not like I was not doing like the fastest grind you could do, but it was fastest grind that I could do with the tools I had available. Especially with like the time constraints that I had from a job and everything else. So forgive me if not everything is perfect, but I was doing the best I could, realistically speaking. To sort of highlight what I was trying to do, let me actually show you something real quick. Some of the characters we have. Some of them are not ready. For example, Ash right here, the Space Knight. I apologize, but we literally did not have the time to get to you. We were getting to the other characters. But for example, if I had to pick people, pick what I thought their most crucial stat was, and grind them and level them up so that way that stat would be the best it could be. For example, MK Fan is the Punchy Boy. So, I made sure your stats were the best I could make it. Understand, your stats are cut in half right now because of an ability. What about Shining? I made sure, because again, your stats are also cut in half, your hit and speed were the best I could do. Zonadel. Whoa, Zonadel literally is at cap for intelligence as far as what the game will actually give us. Yams. We're actually working on you right now. But as you see, your attack is also about to peak at at all the 9s. So we need to actually rearrange your abilities and give you something else to level up, because that's not going to be anything for you now. Apollo, you're at the cap for attack. Beast, you are literally at the cap for defense and resistance. With as much HP as you have, I would be genuinely terrified if something could one-shot you. Then, got max attack, nearly max speed actually, funny enough, along the way, and a fair amount of HP. To show you what I was doing, let me do this actually real quick. Let's make sure I have... Okay, we have 3 times experience and Hoggo experience on Yams. You're in the Elite 4 group?
Return anytime you wish.
So, let's show you what I mean. We have HP, attack you don't need anymore now. You're gonna cap it regardless now. You have speed and SP growth. Do I have anything else that I could just give you for random shit? You know what, fine, you'll get hit. I doubt you really need it at all, but guess what? You're gonna get some hit. Now let me do a comparison. When we were grinding with Ordeals 5, or not Ordeals because it's not Ordeals anymore, but Martial Final Training, we would be getting about, I think, hold on, I took a picture of it. I took a picture, I don't think I put it in my, on things over here, so hold on, sorry. Yeah, Ordeals 5 would give us about, how much was that? 1 quadrillion experience, roughly. To whoever was getting it. The number on the top left was about 1,056 trillion, I think, experience. Let me go ahead and actually show it just so we can see. Oh, actually, wait, I think I have I have one of the things on, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to back out of this.
Please come again.
If you go to martial training for the last one, if you have a 3x3, you can get the most out of it. But I only have a line because of me. You didn't miss much, actually, Sword Gem.
There.
So with a setup like this, we can get...
I died.
Alright, so about 5,232 trillion damage, or experience, given to Yams. And you see, we got about, what, 30 million, 40 million experience on levels on him? That is, like, a fair amount. Nearly a quadrillion experience.
Did you forget something?
But enough people kept on telling me to try a different level to level up, and I was sort of stuck in the mindset of Martial is the best place to go for grinding. It was sort of gospel for enough Disgaea games that I sort of trained myself to never think any other level could really beat it. But with this game introducing the God of Destructions and like the experience multiplier that they have on them specifically,
Will this be
it
acceptable?
kind of really jumps the shark. What's the grinding damage? It is a lot. It goes off the screen. Right now, Yan's probably going to be the last person I'm going to grind because I don't know if we're going to even have time to do it.
Come on. Nay.
I do not understand. Will this be acceptable?
Here's the funny thing. Here's legitimately one of the scary things.
Finished with your business?
So, Yams now has the only real Bills Pass that he needs. Triple experience and Hoggle experience.
Return any time you wish.
Now here's the terrifying part about all of that. If I go to that
See you
level in
again.
20 stars, I can't complete it. Or unless you can complete it easily. Like, it would genuinely take time to grind it out. Because these units have very, very scary stat numbers. To emphasize that,
Today's sacrifices.
Zanazel maxed out in intelligence. Cannot one-shot them with the Terror spell. Of course, Elemental Burst will one-shot anything and all on the earth. But they have enough HP and we deal enough damage and we have enough SP that we don't regen all of our SP back. So it's no longer a viable sort of loop. And with that time, they actually will kill Zanazel before the second turn comes up. So for me, the farthest I could go for it is 17 stars.
Please come again.
One of the way to reduce maximum SP for her? There probably is, but I don't know it. At 17 stars, I can do this, and it is just enough.
For my spell.
To show you, Zanazel with a Terra Wind, single target will one-shot. If you AoE it, you deal less. Going down as the damage is split between every single person. Even if they're not there, you're splitting the damage between every single person that can be hit by the spell. So, with this auto,
Yes.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry if I hurt anyone.
and with this leveling, we gain a magnitude of more experience. 2 quadrillion to someone, and that maxes you out instantly.
Let me know when you're ready.
And with that, Yams is done. Max attack, respectable 8 hit and speed, and way so much HP and SP. That is a lot of experience. To really show you what I mean by, like, it takes a long time to do that and why, like, the save file bloated as much as it did, it took a lot of time to get those stats. Realistically, if you just if you max out everything at around 500, like, initial stats in the reincarnation settings, you'll cap out at around 300 to 400 billion. To get the 900 billions, you need to put them in the Elite Four squad. You need to have like attribute or affinity, attack, defense, all that stuff, increasing the modifiers through abilities, and it's still going to take you some more. It will take you increasing these stats up. You will need to get the capability limit break for Rakasha, and then you have to increase these all the more. From my tests, if you have a 100% and an 80%, along with a maxed out Elite Four squad, at around 1,500, you'll reach cap at 999 billion. And with that, you can spread yourself a bit thin, and as you notice, like, some people I went and specialized. I got them maybe some HP where they needed it, some more SP if they need to spam more, attack, speed, and all that. Or stats to the enemies. True, but I'm pretty sure, like, the game possibly looks at that for experience as a modifier. Like, I sort of think that it actually does look at that for more. Because I initially was doing it at no stars so I can pass it, and they got good experience. I was doing it at 5 stars, and then at 10 stars, and the experience kept on going up, and then concluding at 17 stars, giving me more experience. So I've sort of been thinking that it looks at the stats of the unit and the level to calculate how much experience you get for it all. With only certain unique enemies giving you, like, a large amount no matter what, akin to the Lucky Boards. But, like, this took a long time because not everyone had the limit of Rakasha ability, so I had to grind out 100 million karma, which isn't as bad as it sounds. If I get someone to level, like, 800 million, then they usually, when the reincarnation at the final tier, they will get about 100,000, but it just takes time to get up that far. Here's the thing, though, I had to do it multiple times, because not everyone had all the damage dealt, so I had to get those. Then not everyone had the Rakasha, I had to get those. And then it takes a lot more than you think to increase these stats. For example, with if you want to increase this stat right now, it caps at 2,000, but then it says 5 million more. There's a stat block above this that we cannot see. The grind is still not done. How about if you started from base right here, with 132,000 karma? You cannot cap out a single stat. You have to spread it out. Have I touched Item World yet at all? No. Fuck the Item World, no.
Finished with your business?
Though, I will say, we have some items that are Item Worlded. As you see, we have a Rakasha level 251 item right there. Because when you start playing with stars, the items that the enemies have start having Item World levels built into them. And with our thief being high enough level and statted now after the reincarnation method, that she can steal from 17-star Gods of Destruction, we actually have, like, a non-insignificant amount of things that are level 1,000. No armors, though. Like, the Gods of Destruction only carry a weapon, so that's all I've been really stealing from them. And, like, Venus Wand is probably the highest tier that we can get. Like, these level 1,000 things just give so much more. I'm gonna have to finish aside DLC and Ball. The Rakasha maps. Like, the actual Rakasha world maps. But I wanted to run one idea by you guys as well. In this sort of, like, prep that I know it's gonna take a while. Everyone's abilities has to go back to fighting ready stuff. We can't go with these stats. But someone in the comments, I believe, pointed out that there is one way to make sure everyone has double stats. As some of you might know, abilities can only increase your stats so much. They cap at 100%, I believe. So anything that increases your stats by 100% will not work, period. At least in terms of limitation to abilities. I did some digging because I was wondering why Zanazel's invocation skill never really did anything. Like, if think about it, this thing just says next skill has 100% int and takes 2 times damage. Why can I level it? Energy potion does sort of the same thing of that. Like, it's a status thing that just gives you a set status. But we can't level it. We can increase our proficiency of it, but we can't level it. Why can we level this one? Turns out it's bugged. They forgot to put a flag that says you cannot level this thing up, and the skill just straight up doesn't work. It will put no status on the person who uses this. It will not increase damage. It will do nothing. The skill is just straight up busted. In all my testing, with stats at 100% from abilities and not in every level I could think of, this skill did not adjust anything. So it's just a dead skill. It doesn't work. It makes me wonder what other skills in this game that we think do something that just don't. Aside from the Sardine one that we saw, which we're pretty sure just doesn't work because it doesn't actually boost how much you gain from Sardine recovery. Yeah, I know. The amount of time that I remember using it thinking like, alright, this can work out well, and it just did nothing. So this game, while having some quirks with the voice acting, with the balance, with the art and other stuff, it also has skills that just straight up do not work. Not only in DLC, but in base game as well. Back to the patch notes. That's what I was trying to get at. Someone pointed out something that we could do to get everyone to be good, I guess you could say. And that is entirely this. We got an ability thanks to Fuka called the Prinny Hat. They will turn like a penny and they will not explode. That opens up a lot more doors than I actually thought it would. Such as... where was it? Fuck, I forgot where I was. Down and Smile. Increase stats of all Prinnies by 30%. This, with only about 34 people having the Sea Angel's ability for which one? Lovely Song. We'll give everyone max statted skills. Though all the stats will be doubled. So now I'm trying to. So basically, everyone needs four base like this. If we want, also, where is it? Select your mascot, so everyone can have more movement. And with this, like the vital ones that I would think are done. It takes, if we want 4 people to have this, and then we're max statted. Max statted with bonus movements for any level that we need to do. So like, let me see what she had originally. Session boost, Mana Blade, Caster, and Magic Collection. So, 5% SP of damage dealt. Mana Blade to add intelligence to attack. Its power, rest is power plus things. Yep. Like, maybe I'll probably give teleport to everyone. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, Mana Blade is a real strong 2-cost ability, especially when you consider the stats this high. I think I'm gonna give you, because I forgot a lot of these. Skyfire Ground you did by using Prinny ability shenanigans there? Sort of, yeah. I sort of remember it. Honestly, a lot of Disgaea 5 grinding has sort of faded into a soggy Sage map grind. Activation of this heart. I feel like you're still fucking with me. Because Pretty Squad is still, when thrown, die. Like, I'm gonna say this is probably... Let's say that is 5, and let me look at 1 real quick so I can see what she had originally. Magic Collection, Overflowing Magic, and Quick-Footed and Sasuke. Okay, Overflowing Magic, I think, was actually one of the more crucial ones, so... There you go. Just don't throw, or do throw. Some maps require it, unless you have teleportation. Where was it? Did I have one that was... No, I didn't. Alright. Alright, that is it for her. Next person, Nimke fan. Same deal. Dominant Smile, Bernie Hat, Acceleration Mascot, and now it's just whatever we want to put on him. If he's going for the full counter build, then we need... When attacking, force the unit to counter attack. For a new team, I have no earthly clue. Probably very well, I have to guess. Which, funny enough, means that Fetters actually falls off a bit. Because the benefit of Fetters was that your stats increases by 100%, but you cannot use special skills. That's what made Apollo and, like, for a little MK fan, actually really terrifying. But with everyone's stats being as high as they are and getting double because of Dominant Smile and Pretty Hat, we don't need Fetters anymore. It's gonna be strange. So if stands, I don't see it. Hold on. I don't think he has it.
I'm counting on you.
I know someone has that one though. I think it was Beast. There it is, Swift Stance. When defending, always counterattack. Though unfortunately, that does not help because he would need the ability that lets him. He would need something that makes him auto guard then, which is. Would normal skill be helpful against ball? That's one that removes the elemental attributes, I believe, right? And it probably will be. You always defend one attack from front or side, so...
Come back anytime for more.
Okay, he already has that one. This one will just get thrown on... Fuck it. Oh, you already have it? Then yeah. Alright, force counter has been gotten. Buff stands to, when defending, always counterattack. So when attacking, force unit to counterattack. When defending, you will always counterattack. And now you need defensive style. defensive stance. And with that, you will always defend when attacked from the side. So basically, you will punch, making them counterattack. You will always defend when you're attacked like that, and you will force a counterattack. The problem now is you need to be able to live through this. While I believe in your stats, I do not believe in your defense or resistance, so which means you'll be one of the ones that does not have Acceleration Mascot, because I want you to have the dodge one. Counter dodge. In Guy post game, really only for abilities that that are required for it. And I forgot that we actually we're gonna be maxing out our stats, so Vanguard of the Light will do nothing for us. So it just hit me right now. So something that increases raw movement would be better. And then Pow. Pow never got the grind treatment though, unfortunately. As a debuffer, I kind of wanted to leave him toward the end, but you need to be able to do stuff at least. So Dominant Smile, Pretty Hats. That's 3, so everyone's gonna get 90% increased. Television Mascots. I think you originally had teleports. I want to keep that. 3 is all that's left. We'll keep you as a runner and mover. Alright. Damn, I just took out that one. We'll keep this newer one on 5. Like, Pow's has sort of been reduced to the debuff for units. Shining. Originally, this is what Shining had. Bullet set, double up, flying bullets, Petty Thief, Phantom, Teleport, and Hasty Rush. All of this is great, but we need to remove about 5 of it in order for her to join the team of Pretty Hat for double stats and everything else. So I'll get rid of Hasty Rush. We'll lose our double thing right there. So Dominant Smile, Pretty Hats. So 3, 6, 9, cap. Because the buff bot in the game, I don't think they're really the buff bot in the game, funny enough. I think that's sort of reserved for unique characters, like the story plot characters, because stats sort of reached a cap here. If the cleric had it, we did not stay in them long enough to really see them or experience it. So with this, Shining has respectable defense, res, intelligence, attack, and can actually do stuff. As well as reasonably steal, can still be one of our teleporters. And has support attack, so that was she's basically a mini I just took away one. God, I keep on pushing the wrong thing. It was the flying bullet one. There's actually a way around this. Just load it again. Save to 5. Think about that's just weird. Like, it's a way because the stats can get real stupidly high. If you can pump one stat high enough, and then the buffs are good enough that it's 50% are doubled, then things break. Fundamentally, very quickly. And as for now, no one else needs them a Dominant Smile. They just need Pretty Hat. That's it. So we don't need Caster because legitimately we don't need it anymore. Pretty Hat, and technically now she's done. Increase star and elemental damage by 40% for her thing. 3 loss to make sure she can't kill anyone. Hawkeye, so that way she has 100% accuracy when hitting someone from a certain distance away. Increase spell areas, Source your mascot, and magic collection. That is just done now. Like, you shudder to think of that, yes, but imagine the AI if the skill actually worked. And then all the mages, the first turn, when you are not within range, their AI is just set to always use magic boost again and again and again and again until you get in range. All they use that and invigoration for their concentrate double damage. That's all they do until you get in range, and then you either one-shot them or they one-shot you back. Alright, DMs, you're now done. So right now, all you need is Printy Hat. That's your only vital thing. After that, if you want to finish your mascot, but then it's now just, what do we do with you? Increase max HP by 50%, but give you 100% more SP. You don't even need this anymore, I think. Like, the numbers are big enough. The only psychics get debuffs, really. A couple of them do, but they're not as big or as ubiquitous. You don't need Vanguard anymore. You don't need this anymore either. Attack power, I think, still works. It's not a stat buff. Also, you don't need unstable power now because we can't increase them anymore. We can keep this one if you want, Angelo, but I'm gonna sort of vote against it because, like, HP is great and SP, while it's incredibly high, the numbers are big enough that you don't need to worry about a goddamn thing now. This, again, attack power I think still works, so that's fine. And now we just don't know what to put on you. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what to give you. I guess we could do no critical if we really want, for just more attack power if that still works. And I guess strong personality, sure. History will still let you do your thing twice, increase attack damage, increase damage dealt, increase attack power. This is probably the way we're gonna have to go for it. Hollow. Again, it's strange to say you don't need fetters anymore. Because that's just stat increase, and we can't do that anymore. We just need Printy Hat, and you're at cap because of everyone else's work. Dominant smile, dominant smile, dominant smile, dominant smile. 1, 2, 3, and then she has it down here. So now you can actually use skills again, and you will still have the same usefulness. So going back to your original build right here, anything that increases stat is not needed anymore. That works. That works. Not needed. This works. This works as well. Bad trip. That works. This doesn't work anymore. This works. And that's it. So to max then, it already is. All of them are. I had a lot of time with how much mana you guys were getting, dude. I guess I could give you marking so that way, if you started out, then everyone else will deal more damage. As we have these 12 per squad. Don't you dare even hint at that. That would be You know what? Let's test it. Let's test it real quick right now. Let's go to a random ass level. I don't care. No, you got me scared now. You know what? Fine. So Ash had it, and her stats are increased. Dominant Smile, 120%. That technically cannot happen. It caps at 100%. As you see, Wild Cry does nothing. Lovely Song. We have to change that as well. Some people still have the experience boosting stuff. Apollo, your attack is capped. It cannot go above that. Your hit is respectable. All of that's good. All of that is so fucking good. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, even the people that didn't grind, they actually have very good stats with this. Alright, it's not bugged, it works, that's what matters now. But that also means you don't need Lovely Song anymore. I forgot to change that. The Nisa, they're terrifying and also never to be thrown. Damn, no Bernie Squad. You can't make me! You know what? Bushido, why the hell not? If she were to single target, it'll work. For in the case of bosses and the like. Alright, next is Beast. You do not need anything now to increase your defense. They are the pinnacle of defense now. Your original build will increase defense power when by 100% when HP is above 90%. I think that still applies. Same thing with attack power, defense power. When defending, enemies cannot enter within 2 panels, regeneration. Fear some 1-sum to debuff them. Infinite regeneration is not needed now. You need Pretty Hat, and then you're done. Oh wait. You need Pretty Hat as well. Forgot to save that one. Can one heal him in the base? Only with a certain squad. Or you need that one extra slot. Prince Squad will be there. I doubt it. Alright. Asuka. Same thing. Bernie Hat's all you need. Alright, let me load up your original one. Vanguard doesn't help you anymore. Then yeah, Bernie Hat, you're done. And then Zen. You actually have first and 1-sum as well, regeneration. Well, first off, you don't need this now. I'll get rid of your Longhorn for Pretty Hat. Just that way you can join it on the front. Make sure no one else had that support skill, and we're done. Everyone is now ready. Not everyone is max level, but everyone still has the stats that we would want. And then if we really also think about it as well, we could also throw them in this if we want. Squad limit +3, double accuracy increase, And the Prinny Squad, of course. Double the explosion range, boost members' stats on Prinny Day only, and that's it. Alright, let's go ahead and put them in the relief party then. And now put only one person into this one. Then you'll be the one that can see everything. Yep, I'll save and then we'll start on the DLC, alright? We have 2 to do
This
today
is
as well.
the DLC shop.
Alright, Killia. And Usalia. Now
See
watch
you
them
later.
give us stats or abilities that's gonna be even better than we have right now. Then that's gonna suck. We don't really need experience anymore. We don't need calibration anymore. We special skills some might, who knows? Of mastery no one needs now.
See you again.
Well, for cost 20 stars, we will do that because I'm curious if they can actually do anything. We're gonna throw Beast God and see what he does to it.
Follow me, please.
Green Squad dream still lives. It does not. Don't you dare. Alright. So Culinary Overlord and Sweet Curry Supreme. Both are going to be done in Rakasha mode in the hopes of stealing some Rakasha level items from them. Actually, wait, I don't think we can anyways, but who knows. 20 stars will actually give whatever we steal some good levels. And let's get the coin. Let's pick who we're going to go to first. Heads, we will go to Killia, which I'm assuming is the Culinary Overlord. And tails, we will go to the Sweet Curry Supreme one. So, Angel, Devil, let's go. Alright. It landed on the Angel, so first up is gonna be Killia.